Today I'm reviewing the KEF LSX II wireless hi-fi speaker system in carbon black. If you want to check current pricing or availability, it's linked below. I've been using these speakers in a real listening space, desk, living room, and casual room-filling setups, with music, podcasts, movies, and some gaming audio. My impressions come from actual use, not just spec sheets. Let's set expectations clearly. This isn't a bargain Bluetooth speaker or budget soundbar. And it's not a full separate stereo rig with a big amplifier and floor-standing towers. What it is a premium, compact, wireless stereo system that tries to pull meaningfully more detail, coherence, and balance out of a desktop-friendly form factor. In actual listening, these speakers feel refined. At moderate levels, voices sit naturally, and instruments have separation without sounding harsh or congested. That sense of space and layering matters with jazz, classical, or multi-mic recordings. It's easier to tease out individual parts compared with typical bookshelf speakers in this size class. The musical balance leans toward neutrality with a measured low end. You do get bass presence, but it's not a chest-thumping subwoofer experience. If deep, impactful bass is your priority, you'll likely pair these with a subwoofer, which is always an option with the LSX II. But for mid-range clarity and tonal balance, they feel very capable on their own. Wireless connectivity is a big part of the experience. Setup over Wi-Fi or Bluetooth is straightforward, and I routinely streamed from a phone or network library without dropouts. The app interface lets you select sources, adjust basic EQ, and manage inputs with minimal fuss. That ease of use matters a lot if you're streaming music often rather than feeding a traditional amplifier. One practical detail: latency is low enough that watching video feels natural. I didn't notice lip sync issues with movies or streaming apps, which isn't always guaranteed on wireless systems. The enclosure and finish have a premium feel. Carbon black has a neutral, understated look that sits comfortably near a monitor or on a shelf without feeling overly flashy or out of place. Noise floor and distortion behavior are good for this class. At moderate to loud playback, the speakers stay controlled rather than compressing the signal or pushing grid into the highs. They won't disappear like ultra-high-end passive speakers can in the room, but they make the most of their size and power. Now let's put this in perspective. If your priority is raw, high output volume or deep, club-style bass without a subwoofer, larger tower speakers with a dedicated amp will outperform these. That's simply the nature of size and physics. Relative to basic Bluetooth systems or soundbars, the LSX II delivers richer stereo imaging, better clarity, and a more refined overall presentation. It occupies a middle ground that feels balanced rather than theatrical, which for many users is a strength. This system makes the most sense for buyers who want detailed, balanced wireless stereo without a separate amp, prefer a compact system that fits near a desk or small living space, stream music frequently over Wi-Fi or Bluetooth, value tonal coherence over overblown bass. Emphasis limitations are mostly tied to form factor and output. They won't match the sheer authority of a full separates rig with large woofers, and deeper bass lovers will still want a subwoofer. If absolute maximum volume for large rooms is your main use case, other systems deliver more. But in everyday listening, these feel cohesive, musical, and engaging, and they behave the way you expect from a premium wireless hi-fi system. Check current pricing below and evaluate it against your needs.